Dude, how crazy that Madison Square Garden, after the fight, the lights on the stadium, which they've never done before in the arena, were Irish colors for Conor McGregor.
It's pretty intense.
Do you, and Brian and I were arguing this, do you think Conor McGregor is more well-known than Floyd Mayweather currently?
Yes.
Because boxing's a bigger sport.
Yeah,
because you look at
different...
Floyd Manny, like the pay-per-view numbers, destroys anything Conor's ever been close to.
That's true. Maybe not. Maybe no.
Right. I was arguing Conor is bigger because of social media and stuff like that. But Floyd has more followers and on Instagram, Twitter, but you can't judge it off that.
Here's the thing: the amount of excitement that Floyd generates does not even fucking compare to the amount of excitement that Conor generates.
That doesn't mean he's more popular.
I understand, but it does kind of, because the intensity of the popularity, the love. People might know who Floyd Mayweather is, but when it comes to how many people love Floyd Mayweather, it's not even close. It might be like some ridiculous, like 10 to 1 or 20 to 1, because when Conor gets out there, they go fucking crazy. How many people are there to see Floyd Mayweather lose? How many people are bored after Floyd Mayweather fights? Like, Floyd Mayweather fights so skillfully and surgically and doesn't take any chances and hardly ever gets hit.
It's not fun.
Conor murks motherfuckers. He wins the world title in the fastest ever title-winning knockout ever. What does he do after that? He comes back and makes Eddie Alvarez look like Eddie Alvarez, world champion. The guy he's defending his belt.
Hall of Famer.
And Conor makes him look like he has no business in there with him. No business. Has zero success at all except for a couple of body shots.
This is why I think Conor's bigger and more transcendent, because...
You just bailed on that word.
I did. Sorry, man.
Transcendent.
Because I just bailed, right? Just fucking out. You like
I do that sometimes.
I'll just be like, yeah, no.
I think I'm using it wrong.
I'm thinking I'm doing that, and we're gonna go. And Operation Eject. But how many successful black athletes do we know? Joe Gillen. How many white Irish superstars do we know? One.
Yeah, one. Barry McGuigan was a big star before he came to the United States, and he came to the United States and eventually lost his belt. But Barry McGuigan at one point in time was a huge star, but nowhere near the star that Conor is worldwide.
In this goes for all athletes. Conor's the green elephant in the room. Everyone else we've seen before. Everyone else we know what they can kind of do. Conor's this green elephant amongst all these gray elephants, and there's nothing like him.
Totally different thing.
Totally different animal.
It's crazy.
He's elephant with 2 fucking trunks.
He's got 15 dicks.
15 dicks, 2
and a bag
trunks.
of gold with a leprechaun outfit on.
Correct.
Hi.
And now he has a little son on the way.
And they gave him a fucking Rolls Royce with his face on it.
How crazy is that?
What's interesting is how well he manages it all. It's really interesting. You know, like the pressure in particular, he doesn't seem to have a problem with it at all.
Isn't it weird? That's what makes him so special, because that magnitude and the pressure, and he has to deliver and he has to do those antics and then back it up.
Yeah.
But he keeps pulling it off. Like at the press conference, I was like, all right, this is stupid, man. This is getting old to me. But then when he pulls off, I'm like, that was brilliant.
And, you know, I mean, the guy steps in, he loses to Diaz, right? Takes the Diaz fight on short notice. Oh, by the way, after a staph infection. Here's something a lot of people don't even know. He had a pretty significant staph infection. Was on antibiotics until, like, I think 2 weeks before the fight. If you don't think that drains your gas tank, you never had a staph infection and you never had to take antibiotics.
Antibiotics are brutal on your respiratory system.
Yeah, they're brutal on your whole body. It's just your body's meant up. Yeah. Your body's made up of all this shit that you don't consider to be you, but it is you. The stomach flora is a real part of you. You know, your body is essentially like an ecosystem. And when you have a staph infections are dangerous as fuck, and people die from them. So they hit you with some heavy-duty antibiotics. I've had staph twice, and it's not fun. And the first time I had it and I took the medication, I couldn't believe how I felt so weird. I felt lightheaded. I felt weak. I was like, whoa.
You're drained, right? You have no energy.
It's super strong stuff, too. And I was like, wow, imagine this guy fighting 2 weeks after this.
Insane.
Because there's no way you peak correctly.
No.
So he comes from that, and then he fights Nate again, you know, a few months later in a fucking crazy 5-round war and beats him by the narrowest of margins, right? Don't you agree?
Yeah, that was very narrow.
Very close fight, where some people thought that Nate won. I mean, it's
I didn't
very
think
close.
he did, but
I didn't think he did either.
Fight.
I thought the decision was correct, but I was like, wow, that's a close fight. So takes that fucking crazy chance, comes back and fights that guy. Conor weighed 169. That's what he weighed when he weighed in. That's what he weighed during the fight.
And they wanted to fight at 55. He goes, no, I can beat him at 70. Let me do 70.
Nate weighed probably around 190 something.
Yeah.
I mean, he did. I mean, everybody says that Nate is a 155 pounder. He is 100%, but he's a way bigger man than Conor is. Yeah. He just is, you know. So it's like, who's going to weigh more when they actually get in there? Nate's going to weigh more. So he does that, and then goes from there and just starches Eddie Alvarez like a world beater, and just so relaxed and loose in there. So amazing. Fucking Madonna was at the show.
Madonna was at the fucking show.
Madonna was at the fights.
How crazy is that?
Madonna's Instagramming.
Mama, we made it. Mama, we made it.
It's red panty night.
It's red panty night, and Madonna, you're up. I think she's single.
Where the fuck is my second belt? I envisioned this. Where the fuck is my belt?
Nuts, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
He's a character, man. He's such a character. And you know.
I thought he was going to make a big announcement. I thought his announcement was he's going to retire. But his announcement was like, if I'm going to continue doing this, you guys I need a share of the company.
Yeah, that's probably what the announcement was going to be all along, you know, that he wants a piece of the pie. I mean, he's got an argument that he probably should get a percentage of the promotion because what they're selling is Conor McGregor. They're selling the UFC plus Conor McGregor. The question is, how much of that card, what would it be, what would the paper, we don't know what the numbers are, so let's pretend the number is 2 million. Which would be like the greatest card of all time, right? Probably wouldn't hit that. I don't know.
I bet it's around 1.7.
Let's just say 2 million because it's easy to.
Correct, sir.
So let's say that. What percentage bought it because of Conor? It might be 1 million.
1 million plus for sure.
It might be
1 million
Literally
plus for sure.
Literally might be
1 million plus for sure.
So 1 million people might have bought the pay-per-view specifically because of one human being. That is not outrageous to say.
But this is the other thing in Conor's favor. Name another star who can do that.
Ronda can't quite do that.
She can't quite do it. She's talking about this might be my last fight, blah blah blah. So
I don't think she said that. I think she said she's close
to
the
less,
end of her
right?
career.
Which when you hear that,
yeah.
right? Like you always talk about having one foot out, blah
exactly.
blah. So let's say she has 2 fights left, maybe 3. Who knows? But she's not the same draw as Conor. It's just not. It's just you look at the numbers. She's not the same draw.
But if she comes back, beats Amanda Nunes, arm bars her,
and then fights Cyborg,
and then fights Holly, beats Holly, gets her rematch, arm bars her.
Still not as big as Conor.
You don't know that because as that happens,
do you like to bet, Mr. Joe Rogan?
But here's the thing: as these people win, their star gets more and more giant. If Ronda came back and started winning again, her star would get more and more giant. It would get bigger. It would fuel more. The more body she claims, the more fuel her fire will have. That is what happens all the time. I mean, it's pure speculation. But if she can win the way Conor's been winning, if she can win in spectacular fashion, or the way she was winning when she fucked up Alexis Davis and Sarah McMahon.
Merkin girls.
And
then she cuts to 115. Ooh. She could never make, but you know what I'm saying.
You don't think she could?
Fuck, no.
Why not?
She's way too big.
But is she, okay.
Yeah, that'd be
because she looks really rough at the weigh-in sometimes at 35.
That's just not even fathomable. But if for Conor and again, I'm not rooting for favorites. I'm just saying it from a business standpoint. For Conor, he's such a big draw.
Right.
What's going to help him is negotiating power if Ronda were to lose this next fight, because then he's like, I'm the only motherfucker in town. Yeah. You guys were claiming me and Ronda. That's cool. She just lost. I need my fucking money.